Hi everybody, it's Kelly, and it's been a rather gloomy, overcast day here in Southern California, but I don't mind at all. It is the perfect backdrop for my trip down memory lane. I'm going to make a savory crepe that I had in Paris about 7 years ago, and it was always a little drizzly and overcast there too. Now that was the first time I'd ever had a savory crepe, and what struck me was how different the texture of the crepes were there as compared to America, where I was used to. And they're much thicker and like a pancake. And I came home with a crepe pan tucked under my arm and determined that I was going to learn how to make crepes like the ones I had at this little tiny cafe that was in an alley tucked between two stores around the corner from our hotel. It was fabulous. So I'm going to grab some fresh thyme out of the garden and I'll show you how we're going to make our savory crepes today, of course with the help of Philadelphia cream cheese. My crepe is finished. I'm going to take it off. That's the first one. Now the way that they did it in this little cafe was they would put one crepe on the bottom and put all the good stuff in the middle and then put one more crepe on top. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make one more for the top. All right, and while that cooks up, I'm going to mix the center for you, the gooey goodness. And first thing we're going to use is our Philadelphia cream cheese, chive and onion. We're going to use the entire tub. It is fabulous. And we're also going to use our Kraft 3-cheese blend with a touch of Philly. Again, that's going to help keep it really creamy. And we're going to add about half a cup in there. Mix these together. And I need to keep an eye on my crepe over here in the pan. And this is the pan that I brought back from France with me. And the other day I had a little argument with my husband because he was cooking everything in it. And I said, hey, that's my crepe pan that I brought back from France. He said, well, what pan do you want me to make bacon on then? I said, well, not the crepe pan. That's for crepes and pancakes. So, no respect for the cooking goods. All right, let me flip this. All right. Now, okay, flipping, I gotta tell you a little history because, you know, it's me and I'm the history geek. February 2nd in France is known as the Virgin Mary Day, and now it's known as it with crepes. It's with Crepe Day. And they have a contest, and it's said that if you can flip your crepe with your left hand while holding a gold coin in your right hand, then you're going to have a prosperous, lucky year. So there you go. And they've been doing that forever. Gonna add a pinch of salt, pinch of pepper, and a dash of garlic powder. Just a touch. We don't want too much in there. We don't want it to overpower everything else we're putting in here. And let me check my crepe looks good. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to zest some orange in here, and then we're going to use the orange juice. So we'll just roll it and make sure that we get it nice and soft. And then we're going to take our little zester and go right inside and take a peek. I think I need to move my crepe off now. Now we're going to add, ooh, it smells good already. That orange really brightens up the flavor. And I was trying and trying and trying for years. It's been about 7 years since I was in Paris, trying to recreate the taste and texture and feeling of being at that little Parisian cafe. Couldn't make it, couldn't come close, couldn't figure it out until I started adding orange juice and the orange zest in here to the recipe. That gave it that little extra flavor that makes it so special. I hope you try this recipe. It's really, really easy. So we take our mixture and our bottom crepe, and we're going to spread it all over. You see? Holding it up so that you can see. And then we're going to add some thinly sliced ham over the top of that. And this is just smoked ham that I had the deli man slice very thin. And it goes in a nice layer all the way across. And then we cover that with a little bit more cheese, which is going to help to bind the top crepe onto the bottom crepe. And then we pop the whole thing under the broiler for just a few minutes. Here we go. Just pulled it out from under the broiler, and as you can see, the cheese is all nice and melted. So what we're going to do is top it with our other crepe. And then to finish it off, we're going to put just another little dollop right on top of that fabulous cream cheese mixture. And another little sprinkling of thyme. Okay, I got to give you one more history fact, because it's me. The original word for savory crepes was galettes, and it means pebble, because when they first started making crepes, they would make it on a large rock that was heated over the fire. How about that? Okay, I know, enough history, enough food history. And then I'm just going to put a little slice of my orange right on top, and I get to taste it now. Yay! Yes, I am eating right out of the great big crepe. This is how it was in Paris. The crepe would take over the whole plate, just tuck in, and so good. That is as close as I have come to sitting outside on the pebblestone walkway in Paris at that little French bistro. So good. I hope you try it. It's very simple and really decadent. Thanks for joining me on my trip down memory lane. Bye for now.